Hello again, Crystal Orieva. I had a question again, kind of going back to the presentation. It was mentioned that there would be a review process after 5 years, and I think it was pertaining to mixed use to make sure, for example, if there were too many residential units being built, then you'd move to commercial, and it varied by, I think, 18%. So I'm just curious about what that process would look like. So what does you stop issuing permits until you reach the 18%, or do you say that we're only going to do a percentage variance for a certain amount of time?
I'm a resident of Greenbelt, a planned city built starting in 1937, and I'm concerned about preserving the historic quality of our city. And if anybody present has better information than I will cheerfully turn over this microphone. I have some language here that I don't necessarily fully grasp. It's from a petition that Eileen Kroll submitted to our city council.
Thank you very much for all of those that have raised the issues about environmental justice in the industrial areas. I'm concerned about the relationship between the commercial and the industrial areas. The commercial area by me near the Seabrook Mark Station was zoned commercial. It started out as a barber shop and an office. The builder that built my home, one-person shop, turned it into a construction company. That construction, the company sold it. The current construction company is huge. It has many county contracts. We are beset with dump trucks, flatbed trucks, all manner of traffic and noise. And so my concern is the relationship between use and impact. If it's acting as if it was an industry, maybe it should be treated as an industry. That's in terms of the material storage, the pollution we're getting, the type of vehicles they use, the volume of vehicles, the noise that they have, and the safety implications.
Good evening. My name is Ashley Sharp. I'm a community engagement officer for Congressman Anthony Brown. My question is, I just attended a meeting in the Tri-Area Civic Association area, and their concern is that there's a particular 7-Eleven coming, and they were able to find the loophole that was mentioned about having the special review of the site plan because they're considered a small property. However, they're not a gas station because they have a convenience store connected to it. So in my time growing up here, born and raised, there's a number of gas stations that to me tend to bring down the appeal and I guess social enjoyment of the area. So is there a way, if we can't prevent these people that are using both definitions from doing the special appeals process, is there a way to include gas stations in the part that you guys had mentioned you were going to take out, which was the resource, something about the resources with the EMS, the police, all those things that are required within certain areas? Is there a way to have gas stations also so that they would be considered to have fewer in certain areas and they'd be distributed more properly? And then secondly, if not, can we also consider having grocery stores within those stipulations to make sure that those food deserts are covered as a resource for that community?
I didn't know that they were going to try to kind of regulate or restrict like the mixed use and having like the 5-year plan where they go back, research, look at where it's at, and then do that 8% scale. I think it's really interesting, and I'm really excited to see how they're actually going to roll that out, because I think it would tackle a lot of the issues people have in the community about what's actually there.
I was most interested in finding out what the role of the public would be. And particularly since this is a process that's going to streamline, make it easier for development proposals to proceed within a shorter period of time. I thought on the flip side of that, it's really important that there be opportunities for the public to participate in that process.